Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
So we are going to start by calling the register. Lorna Keegan,
Present.
Valerie Mulefu,
Present.
Lois Mokami.
Present.
So I hope the rest will be present. Class rep can confirm that. So we are going to recap on what we learned during our previous lesson. And I suggest that Lorna to tell us what we learned.
In the previous lessons, we learned method of timber conversion, which we learned 4 methods, including radial method, water method, tangible, and ordinary sowing.
Yes, those were the 4 methods of timber conversion. Today's session will be about methods of timber seasoning. So let me share the screen on what you're expected to do today. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so seasoning of timber, you want to define what seasoning is. Seasoning, it refers to the process of reducing the moisture content of wood before it is used in construction. So overall, we want to remove the water that is present after felling a tree. And by that, we want to make the timber suitable for application so that we may apply polish. And we also want to increase the durability of the timber by removing that water. There are 2 methods of seasoning of timber. That is the natural and the artificial seasoning of timber. So we are going to discuss on the natural seasoning, which comprises of number 1, air seasoning. So in air seasoning, we have to cut the timber into logs so that we make them into planks of convenient sizes. Then we put them under a shed whereby circulation of air is free to allow uniform seasoning. The duration of drying depends upon the type of wood and the size of the planks. The rate of drying in this method of air seasoning, since we do not require anything, we just require the air, the wind. So it is very slow and it reduces the moisture content of the wood to 12 to 15%. Number 2 is water seasoning. In water seasoning, we immerse the timber at the stream of the running water so that we can remove the gum, we can remove the soak, so that when they are removed, water can be reduced in the timber. And by this, after doing this, we put the logs out in a clear environment so that the timber can be dried. I want us to go to the artificial seasoning, whereby there are 4. There is boiling, there is kiln seasoning, chemical or the salt seasoning, and the electric seasoning. I want to put you into groups so that you can discuss on this. I want to break you out into rooms, into I think you have been invited to join the breakout rooms so you can discuss on the four methods that I've given to you. We are going to discuss for 2 minutes, then we come back to our main session. So in those who are in room 1, Lynette, you can discuss on the chemical seasoning. Valerie, you can discuss on the boiling. Mukami, you can discuss on kiln. And Daisy can discuss on the electric seasoning. So we are going to meet after a minute into our main session. Yes, we are back to our main session. You can see that most of us are here. So I want you to tell me what you have discussed in your groups. So that we can start with Daisy. Daisy, tell us what you have discussed.
Hello. We are able to discuss about electric seasoning. These are the locks that are placed in such a way that the two ends touch the electrodes. The current is passed through the setup being a bad conductor would resist the flow of the current, generating it in the process, which results with the drying. The drawback is that the woods may split. That's all.
Yes, that's good. That's all about electric seasoning, whereby it is involved the electrodes. So we put electrodes at different sides of the timber. As wood is a different bad conductor of 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 heat, of electric heat. So when the electrodes touch each other at the end, water will be drawn. We go to the next one on boiling. Valerie. Valerie, are you with us? If not, let us go to Lynette. Lynette Bondo.
Yes.
Yes, tell us what you have discussed.
In our group, we discussed about the chemical seasoning, whereby we said it involves treating the wood with chemicals to accelerate the removal of moisture. Chemicals like polyethylene glycol can be used to replace the water in the wood cells, stabilizing the timber and reducing shrinkage and warping. That is what we discussed.
Yes, that's also good. That's about the chemical. So here we are adding salt. So the interior of the timber containing number of particles in it or the original vapor and therefore tends to dry due to the acceleration. So we go to Lois.
Yes.
Tell us what you have learned in your group.
We have looked at convectional kiln.
Yes, the kiln method. Lois, are you with us?
Yes, sorry, sir. Yes, it uses hot air and steam to control the temperature and humidity inside the kiln. This method also allows precise control over the drying process. The dehumidification kiln uses a dehumidifier to remove moisture from the air inside the kiln, which speeds up the dryer process. Then it uses a vacuum to lower the air pressure around the wood, reducing the boiling point of water and allowing it to evaporate at lower temperatures, which this method is particularly fast and energy efficient. That's all we had in our group.
All right, thank you. So the remaining one is about boiling, and in boiling, it is a simple method that is used in removal of water from the timber, and in this it involves exposing the wood to the action of steam spray in an action of steam, whereby the moisture of the concrete is removed. And in this method, it is very quick, but it is very, very much expensive. And it is also requires skills. Not everyone can use the method. The wood is kept in the boiling water for a specific period, which can vary depending on the size of the wood. The heat and the moisture penetrate the wood, causing the internal moisture to evaporate more rapidly. After boiling, then we go to cooling and drying. The wood is removed and it is allowed to dry in a controlled environment. So that's marked the end of our lesson today. We have learned about the methods of timber seasoning, which are generally two, natural and the artificial. So for your assignment, I want you to go and discuss and draw the various defects in timber. Thank you all for listening to me. Nice time.